All is well in the grove. The nights have been peaceful, the days long and fruitful. The druids unwind, beat their drums, for in the days to come, they shall be beating and marching to a different kind of drum. War drums. Yes, we are marching against the corporation. Consumption Inc. will for the first time feel the full force of this world fighting back. With dragons and magic, the final fold will prevail. And with their own internal batteries now recharged from a wonderful sorceress fiesta, in the morning, that march shall begin. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to RimWorld, Mages versus the Megacorp. And I am back. I am back at it again. Home from my journey afar, ready, as stated before, to really kick things off here. And that, of course, is going to begin with us assaulting the Eastern office here. And okay, well, that's a little bit of good news. A few pieces of good news, really, because that Sorceress Fiesta gave us some development points, and it also gave us extra mana and mood to boot. We also have a psi level from Carlota. Yeah, she's getting further and further ahead in her psychic studies, so let's have a look at that. Carlota Hendricks, what do you have for us? Well, we have the Archon path that we can look at now. Yeah, word of truth, word of protection. We have word of pain here already. Word of protection uses harmonic psychic noise that physically alters the body to be more resistant to damage. Very interesting. And of course, word of trust allows her to break the resistance of a prisoner, which is interesting because we've got other things that we can use here as well. What I think Carlota might look at going for here is season time skip. Locks the entire planet into a season-long psychically induced slowdown, effectively skipping forward a season. Nigh an instantaneous effect. It will put her into a coma if and when she uses it. I think we will be using that. We might not be using it right now, but I think we will be skipping the winters of this world because we need everything we can to fight back. And yeah, that's going to be a controversial idea, I think, within our own settlement here. It very much goes against the natural order of things, but there are many things on this world that are unnatural. And, well, an eternal summer, that may help us yet. It may also help our enemy. We don't know, not for certain. But yes, come the morning, we are going to be a marching. Oh yes, and before that morning, Carlota will top up a little on Hebergen from Cesrath here, who we have been keeping here for a little while now. We probably will release her. Thing is, she's unwaveringly loyal, and we're not actually going to get anything out of releasing her. So for the moment, Carlota seems to want to keep her here for information. Oh, and you might also notice that our little freezer here is complete. It's minus 26 degrees in here with just this one frozen frost pylon. So that's helping out a lot. I am a little nervous having dry thunderstorms when we are about to leave, so we may want to try and do something about that. We do have a few scrolls that are still around at the moment. We actually have one here, Scroll of Spirit Binding. A new bond will be randomly selected, so this is for a shaman. So Lisa, would you please come and have a look at this? We'll go and use this scroll here, and we'll see what that does for us. Okay, and okay, her spirit animal has changed from unassigned to Spirit Crow. What will that do for us exactly? I'm not entirely sure. There is a Guardian Spirit spell that can be learnt eventually. Spirit Crow represents magic and insight and will place a hex on enemies and enhances the wisdom of its ward. Neat. I don't think that's something that we can do yet, but that spell changes what the spirit animal we have associated with us is. And for Lisa right now, yeah, the crone. Fitting. Now it's Viper that is our Rainmaker, but hey, would you look at that? The gods of nature are with us. Water falls from the sky. We didn't even need to cast magic to do it. That's good. Now it's 5 a.m. As soon as the other two are up and about, we are going to be on our way. Sure enough, there they are. So let's start planning. Now, I really do want to bring Steroid with us, but I do freak out a little bit because anytime we do, the food necessary goes down dramatically. I don't know if the calculations will work out properly. We do want to leave some people at home though, so maybe leaving Steroid behind is a good idea. Gibbs is going to be staying behind as well. Gibbs still doesn't have a magical class, but everyone else is going to be going. Papyrus is going to stay here, and so is Flo. We can set riders here. I think we are just going to get Carlota. Let's get you on Dardanak because you do actually have that bond there. We're going to get Soroka on Osvenir, and on Cinder we are going to have Lisa or Viper. We'll go with Viper for now. Lisa, you'll remain on foot. As for travel supplies, we're bringing lots of rations, lots of raw rocks meat, which we probably don't want to do, really. We'll just bring some of those simple meals as well. That does mean that the others will need to try and cook back at home, but that's fine. We shouldn't be away for that long. I mean, it's hard to keep dragons fed when you're going that far. But looking at Steroid and Gibbs here, Gibbs has next to no cooking, and Steroid, hey, Steroid, you are on your way to maybe being a cook. So for now, you are going to have to be that cook. I believe in you. I forget just how long it takes us to get these caravans organized. I think we are getting close though. I mean, I gotta hope so. Oh, I think it's finally starting to happen. We are moving towards the edge of the map. The others are waiting there, and Steroid. Inspired creativity. Ain't that fun? Just like that, they are off. As it reaches the evening, and they're probably going to need to sleep immediately. Such as it is. Now, Gibbs, Steroid, the grove is yours. Please be careful with it. Oh, and we see that Gibbs can no longer become a chronomancer, so we'll be waiting on new inspirations. The next, no matter what it is, we will go with. If it's chronomancer again, chronomancer it shall be. Oh, and let's not forget little Brightwood, who is still going around helping out the colony, butchering creatures. Thank you, little guy. And we have arrived. We're going to be holding things here before Soroka rushes on in, and we are looking at a little bit of a mess by the looks of things. So many abandoned buildings, workers, civilians, more than likely, that have been forced to leave this place over time as pollution rips through the area. Yeah, there's a few of them. Their power system doesn't seem to be operating fully at the moment though. Perhaps some of our recent attacks have disrupted their supply chain, but we can see a number of enemies in the center here. This is a fringe corporate office, so we don't have a full army here, but we certainly have a few of them. So let's see how we want to go about approaching this. Obviously, our dragons are going to be our main weapons, and then obviously we have some pretty gnarly magic casters along for the ride. So let's ready everyone up here. There are so many abilities that I'm wanting to try out. Things like Briar Patch. We also have Summon Hive as well. Ooh, that could be an interesting one to go with. I think it's just a single casting. So let's start to make our way down here for now. We're going to make sure that we get our dragons following along as well. And we just got to hope that no one wanders too far away right now. Oh, and it does sound like things are going online here. So whatever disruption they were having isn't disrupting anymore. In terms of actual defenses here though, they've only got the one steel mini turret, so I'm not that concerned about this area here. But I think trying to lure them into this area is our best move. Wow, Tacaline, buddy, we are quite slow, aren't we? Your consciousness is super low at the moment, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why. Who is firing and why? Okay, Snotface, were you firing at something? Someone? It's a little hard to tell. But obviously ancient battles have happened in this place. Blood will spill on these sands again. So first of all, Lisa, let's have a look at We'll go with Summon Hive. Okay, you do need to be a little bit closer, so we're going to get you moving up towards here. They don't actually know that we're here yet, so, well, I say that. That might have potentially changed. Okay, so let's go to the corner here. Summon Hive. I mean, it looks like we can kind of get it right around this corner, and sure enough, yeah, I think that'll do it. So we are going to get you to pull back a little bit further, and let's see where we can get everyone else. We're going to get everyone kind of starting to move up here. Now, Viper, I don't want you to be out in the open, but I think we can have you be a little bit further along because she's going to have really good range with that bow. We'll just see what happens here. I'm really hoping that when the Hive pops out of here, that they are going to engage the enemy. Let's just bring those dragons up. Tackleline, you're in a good position there. Stomp, let's get you just to the side. Carlota, okay. Just hang out here and okay. Oh, it's just like, it's just a few of them. For some reason, I was expecting like this great big horde, but I mean, hey, that's better than nothing. They've done a good job at kind of opening things up here. And there is another turret on the other side here. I mean, they're not that concerned. I guess they deal with bugs on a pretty regular basis because of all the pollution and whatnot. You know what? Let's actually get our dragons to start to move up because a little bit of fire over this side here could start to take. Then again, the mega spiders are already doing some of that work for us, aren't they? So Osveneer, let's see. If we were going to go for our fire spit, we'll go around the corner here because there's nothing that can really shoot you right now. Let's just see if we can hit that. Maybe set some of those sandbags on fire. Maybe, you know, piss off the enemy a little. And it does seem like we've maybe got their attention now. And the bugs do too. So looking at this now, we're not in the best position we possibly could be to try and deal with our enemy as they come out of here. Stomp, we need to remember that you are actually a pyromancer and we want to make good use of that. So let's get you over towards this other side as well. Okay, here they come. We're just going to go around the corner here ever so slightly and we're going to see where they try and move to. Right now, they're kind of staying in this area all grouped up together, which is fantastic. So let's maybe try and see if we can get a fireball off from this angle. It looks like maybe that is going to work out for us. Dragons, let's get you moving out as well. And bam, nice big explosion there. Okay, let's start targeting the groups that are all together for the moment. Zoroka, I'd like you to try and move up towards Mars if possible. You know, we might actually even be able to go for a Valiant Charge. Let's go around the corner, and then we should be able to get that. All right, Valiant Charge. There we go. Wonderful. Carlota, we're going to get you moving up into this position here. Lisa. Oh, that's Lisa's new thing. Her new staff. Damn, that's got some range on it. Okay, well, we're going to get you moving up towards there, Lisa. Let's see. Stomp, let's get you moving over towards the side here now. Tackleline. Let's get some Spirit Wolves out in amongst this mess here. Osveneer is starting to take a little bit of damage here, but you're still doing good. Let's go for some more fire in that direction there. Zoroka is absolutely annihilating Mars. We love to see that. Okay, all right. We need to watch out for them coming around the corner towards us. Dragons, get behind cover there. Damn, that ice is nice. And Lisa, I'm really liking that. You know what? Let's go for Spirit Wolves too. Zoroka has already won his fight. That's fantastic. I think getting him over towards here is probably the next best thing for us. So we're going to open up this door here and we're going to do another Valiant Charge with Zoroka. You know what? Oh, let's go over there behind Maverick because Maverick has a freaking minigun. Fantastic work, dude. Fantastic work. Loving every moment of this. Okay, 2 lots of Dragonfire are going to land right here. We've still got a lot of mana left right now, and we don't have anywhere near as many enemies. Zoroka fells yet another. We're going to go attack Hain over here. The fire is brilliant. Oh my gosh, Zoroka, you're an absolute monster. Okay, do we want to start to go for Palmer? Honestly, I think we're just going to try and charge them now. Palmer is probably going to get overwhelmed in just a moment, and they are running. Or, at the least, they're trying to. So what we are going to do with that is a search and destroy. So let's get searching, let's get destroying. We're going to fly over here with Osfinir. Let's see, Dardanak, let's get you flying over here as well. We don't want our enemy to get away today. We are putting an end to all of this. So let's go try and blow that up with Osfinir, and then we'll maybe try and chase down this one here. Dardanak, let's just go into melee. Osfinir, let's breathe some fire on a shorty and see if that works out. I mean, it does pretty well. Lisa is charging after them. Zeroka, let's get you hunting down our foes. Carlota, let's get you to release your animals here. Oh yeah, and geez, that up close is deadly. So it looks like Shorty is maybe gonna get away here, although Lisa seems to think otherwise, and I gotta agree with Lisa. We've got Osfinir still that can get another fire spit out. Let's see if we can get that off, and oh, it's gonna be close. Not quite. I mean, Shorty seems to be running into here by the pollution pumps, trying to hide. Lisa wanting revenge for her husband. Oh, you're not getting away today, Shorty. No siree. I think it's gonna be Lisa. Oh, it's gonna be close though. No, she won't allow that. Chain lightning. And you know what, Lisa? I think we're gonna give her the satisfaction, and yeah, Stomp and Zeroka just leave Lisa to it. It's gonna take a while for that staff to finish her enemy here. And what is that? Okay, that's all the generators coming online. That's a lot of pollution. And I guess we can't have that, can we? No. Ooh, Tackle Line, you are actually a little injured. Right, okay. So first of all, we are going to unforbid everything that's on the map here. Oh, you're injured because there's a turret. Where? Oh, it's over here. I see. Let's get away from that for the moment. Or, you know what, we could just hold here for now and then start blasting it. I mean, how good of a shot are you? You're good enough that you should be able to take this thing out. We could also put down a healing totem, but I think we're going to be totally fine there. What we need to do is come over with Osfinir and Dardanak, and you know what, Stomp? We're going to get you over here as well. You don't quite have the mana to do it though. But what we can do is maybe have a look at doing a Earth Strike in here, see how that works out for us, or alternatively, yeah, Carlota, let's get you over here. We are going to age the crap out of this place. We'll see if that totem actually does anything here to help destroy some of this stuff. There's no massive chem fuel stores that we can see, so not much that we can do with that. I mean, there's some generators down there, but there's nothing in them at the moment. The epic fight between Tackleline and the steel mini turret is still ongoing. We should probably look at clearing the rest of these. Oh, and you know what? There's an iron mini turret right there. So that's what all that noise was. Tackleline was actually getting nailed by that. I don't think this one here can actually see him at all. Let's put a We'll put a mini healing totem down here. Actually, it's a regular sized healing totem, but that will heal up Tackleline as they start to try and take this thing out. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, and Walrus got back up. Well, that's not gonna last, is it? Stomp doing his work there. Still getting some heals by the looks of things. There we go. Nice. Okay, so over in this position here, do we really want to go with the age up ability? Let's just have a look here and make sure we're doing the right thing. Time Sphere, yeah, we could actually put Dardanak in there so that Dardanak could become like a ancient dragon. I mean, you're already considered to be an adult dragon, right? Yeah. No, let's just err on the side of caution. We will do this, and we'll do it right in the middle as much as we can, catching all of that there. Okay, ready for a time bubble? We'll take all these things offline and yep, it's doing work. It could probably be doing a little bit more. Let's see. We can't strike some of these things directly. It's quite hard to target here. I mean, we can target something, so let's try that. It does a little bit of damage, but not as much as I was kind of hoping it would. I suppose we could also just kind of claim them and then just take them apart, but I guess this is a little bit more of a dramatic way to do that. Well, let's get the others on over here for now anyway. We will actually get Zeroka to go through each of these buildings still. Let's just claim all these doors. If they have any slaves here, when we open the doors like that, they will run out. And we'll just kind of mark each of these rooms here for Zeroka to go and check out. Oh boy, gnarly. Yeah, not a care in the world, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, and I mean, we certainly did do a number on these. I think what we'll probably do is just straight up deconstruct them. I think not before Viper goes and puts a nice briar patch right in amongst all of that. Or we can see all the lights starting to go off now. The power is being disrupted. It looks like they have cells here as well. All those cells are empty though. Hey, we have managed to get some precious gems out of all of this. Actually, I was gonna say not too many, but that's 54 ruby. That's not bad. And there may be others that I have not seen yet in Carlota, a deeper understanding of magic. With 2 points available, what are we gonna start to work at now? I mean, advanced heal sounds rather nice. We'll immediately seal the bleeding of wounds from missing body parts. I mean, that's pretty good. Deep healing is nice there as well. Healing power. You know what, let's max out clarity first and then we'll look at that in the future. Oh yes, Viper. Let's have a look at putting down that briar patch, huh? Doesn't look like it's gonna be able to spread everywhere, but that looks right. Yeah. And that might actually make it a little bit more difficult for us to deconstruct that there, but we'll see. Oh yeah, listen to them running. You know what, I suppose one quick way to take them out would be a little bit of this, right? Allow Osvinir to get her anger out. Oh, and then I suppose if we do actually get a Dragonfire Spit, will it set the briars on fire? No, not quite. What about this? Not quite either. Interestingly enough, they've all decided to have a little bit of a rest in the prison cells. Fair enough. Tacaline, let's get you over here. We don't want you building roofs, no, we want you taking this all apart. Yeah, I mean, with these three going to work here, I don't think it's going to take us all that long. I mean, just like that, we are down to one. Excellent. I mean, there's pollution pumps around here, but they are no longer going to be working. Everything is offline now. And while there are still some that are alive here, they won't be alive after the wild creatures of this world pick at what's left of them. And so, that is one destroyed settlement. Now, where are there other settlements? Where is the closest settlement to us? It looks like the closest is over here. There's two of them that are right next to each other. Well, not right next to each other, but in the scrubland, right next to the Hana Sea. We have the central corporate headquarters and the Southern Industrial Center. Okay, headquarters. Oh boy, well, that's intimidating, but that certainly is a goal. And what about other places across the world here? Okay, we have another over here, Planetside Communication Center. Hitting that, I think, could help disrupt things a lot. And then there is a terrestrial manufacturing plant. I think taking those two offline would make an attack on the actual headquarters all the more successful. But that is quite a distance to travel. We can make that kind of travel though. We have magic on our side, remember. But right now we need to focus on traveling back home. Luckily, nothing has come for us in the time that we've been gone. Are we going to take Morton along with us? It could maybe be worth us having a prisoner, someone that we could get information from. They are a full-time employee of Consumption Inc. Interesting. You know what? I think we will try and bring them along. For information purposes, a decision made by Carlota herself. And then come the spoils. Let's see what we come away with here. Well, not a bad selection of goods. 0.4 days to make it back home. We'll pack on up and we'll head back to the hidden shore. Oh, and we've been met by a caravan from Yala. Let's look at trading. Well, we won't be purchasing anything right now, but we will be selling a few of the things that we've got so far to pick up some extra silver. And the caravan has made it back safe and sound. It's good to see you all here, and oh yeah, let's make sure that Morton gets back in there. Morton is unwaveringly loyal. No surprises there. I think if we do release him, we get some relation gain, but no, we don't want that. We want to maintain. And you know what? I think Carlota, will want someone to feed upon for information and other things. Of course, her feeding has as of yet gone unnoticed, but how long can that really last? It does look like Morton is experiencing something of an infection on his leg and right arm, but I think he's going to be fine. Lisa is doing a little bit of healing here, but it looks like you're going to beat the infection anyway. Oh dear, and Tacaline is sick with the flu. What's new? It seems to be quite often that you wind up with that. So Viper, we're going to get you doing a cure disease on Tacaline. Let's just make sure that he doesn't go too far. Here we go, hold still for a moment, it won't hurt even the slightest amount. There we go, successful. And so are you now flu-free? You are, and you even have immunity. Oh, okay, and we had something rather nice finish. Unfortunately, it is just normal quality, but this Dreamcatcher buckskin is quite the piece of equipment. The XP increase, the max energy increase is massive. Now, I do believe, Lisa, are you wearing the... Yeah, you are wearing the coronet at the moment. I think it's only right that you go and put on the rest of the garb here. And let's see how that looks. The Armor of the Valiant will be useful elsewhere, but yeah, looking good. Very nice, Lisa, very nice. And wow, yeah, that's a considerable amount of mana. Hot damn. Now there is a important spell down here, Teleport, that I've been wanting to try and pick up for a good long while. Yes, there are other interesting things that we can pick up as well, but Teleport, that will take us far. Unfortunately, it does require us to have Devil Strand though, a material that we are yet to actually find. So that might be something that we need to have a look at researching. We are partway through the arcane artifacts at the moment, but let's just have a look here. All right, not actually all that much research for us to get 800. We should be able to smash that out pretty quickly. And if we are to use some of Carlota's abilities, we should really be able to speed up the growth period of it. I do like that they're just kind of reading all the time now for their recreation. And they're actually putting the books back now and not just leaving them out in the rain. Oh, and we've had a transport. Lena from Consumption Inc., a herbalist though. Interesting. Let's have a look at Lena here. Lena is 28 and is a member of Consumption Inc. She's a fast learner, very neurotic. She is a nudist, but she is from Consumption Inc. Interesting. She doesn't actually have any kind of rank here, so we wouldn't get much from trading her back. She is incapable of violence though, by Covenant Child. Interesting, so she's taken like a vow, pacifism. She's also incapable of anything intellectual. I don't think we're just going to let her bleed out here, Lena. I don't know. Can't be sure. Looking at social here, her daughter-in-law was Crocodile. Like Crocodile from the very, very start of the season? I guess. Okay. Do we save you? We will be saving you, but the question from that point on is, what do we do with you from there? Let's see if Lisa actually will be able to save her in time here. How close to death? 5 hours? Yeah, I think you should be able to get that fast enough. And so we're going to let Lisa save Lena's life. And then what we'll do is a discussion here. We'll do a leadership speech and we'll see what the outcome of that is. As I know, I think I know what Carlota would want to do. The question is whether or not her will succeed. Oh, surgery. I don't think we're going to need any surgery here, Stomp. Let's see. Well, all the blood loss has stopped for now. So then, we'll begin the leadership speech here from Carlota. The chances seem to be pretty good because she has a lot of social impact. She also has dragons. That kinda helps. Okay, Carlota talked about the promises to the southeast and spoke about how life is like cards. I see. She offers thoughts on defeating rogues through mercy? Through mercy? Interesting. Our relations with Consumption Inc. just shifted as well. As rain started to fall outside, she discussed defeating barbarians through intimacy and then described the food preferences of every colonist. I guess we're a very big melting pot. She speaks about how to be a good follower. Interesting, she talked about mercy and then describes the history of sex bots. Carlota, I'm trying to get a narrative line throughout all of this. The terrible weight of the colony's enemies. Okay, yes, maybe her form of mercy is different. Thoughts on how to be murderous without being Ghostface. Okay, it was an uninspiring leadership speech. Okay, I think we know where that goes then. I think Carlota was trying to convince everyone that Lena, this person who literally landed here with nothing at all, was someone that was still a danger to us, someone that should be burnt, consumed by the fire of her dragons. Yet, it did not last. Yes, Lisa is a woman scorned, a woman seeking vengeance, and she got a taste of that back there, but this would not be vengeance, this would be murder. And so then, perhaps we try to break through, try to convince Lena that the ways of Consumption Inc. are not the ways of this world, that there is something older, something that has always been here. Oh, and visitors from Yala. Well, hi. And so I think, going off of that, I think we're going to do a conversion ritual. Lena, oh, right, she's asleep. She can't. Well, maybe she can. Zroka, let's get you in here. I don't think Carlota is going to be willing to do healing right now, but Zroka can start that process. No longer incapable of walking. There we go. So now, let's see. Expected quality isn't great, but it is a start. Gibbs, work your magic. Gibbs is going to fetch Lena. Now, Carlota is also going to be attending. Tackle line is not that far behind. I guess the one saving grace that Lena has going for her as well is that she is a nudist. I suppose you don't get any closer to nature than that. Gibbs, let's see. Offered thoughts on unifying for the greater good. Yes, but whose greater good? Gibbs? Gibbs explained choosing right beliefs. Gibbs also has an interesting past with Consumption Inc. An executive bastard, but Gibbs has not allowed that to define her. She explains the process, or rather progress towards the future, and explains the moral structure of the universe. And it was ineffective. Okay. It is a start though. It is something. And so it is with that failed conversion ritual that we will be ending. Ending our episode for the day. Luckily, Gibbs was a little occupied. Carlota's getting a little brazen. And the Grove was certainly brazen today, striking out at their closest enemy, Consumption Inc., right on their doorstep. Yes, much didn't change back here at home, but a lot changed out there in the world. Oh, and something else for us to note, Gibbs is really coming along in her pregnancy. It's not going to be long before we have new life here in the Grove. The child of Gibbs and Stomp, a basteliner and an imp. Let us hope that everything goes well there. We will make sure we are prepared. And Legionnaires, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. It is so good to be back. It is so good to be creating again. And I look forward to the many tales to come. And so for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.